How to start your business analyst career? If that is the question you have in your mind, then you have reached the right place. Keep watching. My name is Abhishek Srivastava. I have more than 29 years of experience in the industry of information technology. I have worked as a programmer, business analyst, project and program manager. For more than 8 years, I have been imparting training on business analysis and project management, and I have helped thousands of learners in starting their business analysis and project management careers. In this video, I'm going to share with you the skills and a step-by-step roadmap or a process on how to start your business analyst career. The first thing you need to do is to understand what does it take to become a business analyst. A business analyst wears many hats, but two of the most important hats relate to requirements development and stakeholder management. As a business analyst, you interact with the stakeholders to understand what do they want. Based on these discussions with the stakeholders, you create a detailed specification document known as SRS. Sometimes it is also called as BRD. This detailed document is then shared with the technology or the programming team to develop the software. In order to perform your responsibilities as a business analyst, you need 4 skills. Let's start with soft skills. Soft skill meaning communication, interaction, and behavioral skills. As mentioned earlier, you need to interact with the stakeholders as well as with the technology team, which means you need to communicate and understand the requirements to start with. You also need to deal with people of different types, so you need behavioral skills as well. Second skill is core BA or core business analysis skills, that is the techniques, the tools which are required to perform your BA responsibilities. For example, elicitation techniques, UML modeling, user stories, agile techniques, agile process modeling, prototype, and so on. Third, domain knowledge. Understanding of the business domain for which you are working. Even though it is an important skill for business analysts, but please note that for the initial years when you are starting your career as a business analyst, you may not need the domain skills. This you can learn later on. The last skill is about functional testing. You need to have the ability to validate the software application before it is handed over to the customer for their testing. So these are the 4 skills, out of which, as I mentioned, domain is not mandatory to start your career. The remaining 3 skills you need to look at and acquire. So having understood the skills which are required to perform your responsibilities as a business analyst, especially at the entry level, let me now share the steps which are needed to start your BA career. Step number 1, you assess your skills, experience, and understand the gap in these skills. So I have already talked about the skills. Now evaluate yourself. Where do you stand with respect to the 3 required skills for the business analyst? What are the gaps? If you have the gaps, now you need to plan to acquire those skills which you don't have. Please note, there are going to be certain transferable skills. For example, if you're working in a banking industry, then you already have domain knowledge. If you're dealing with customers, you have the stakeholder management or the communication and interaction skills. These things are transferable, meaning you can demonstrate these skills in your resume and the employer will give value and weightage to those skills as well. Step number 2, learn the skills you don't have. Since you have done the gap analysis in the previous step, you can now plan to learn the skills which you don't have. You may need to join a training program. Like TechCanvas offers a training program for entry-level business analysis candidates. And this program is known as ECBA certification training. You must also consider the soft skills as these play an important role. Start working on these as well. So you can learn about the presentation skills, communication skills by attending some short-term training programs from various training institutes. Step number 3, consider ECBA certification. ECBA is a certification meant for entry-level BAs and it is awarded by International Institute of Business Analysis, Canada. You should consider if you are very new to business analysis and especially if you are coming from non-IT background. How does it help? It helps in getting the employer's attention on your resume because that provides, the certification provides confidence to the employer that you have mastered the basics of business analysis, which means it will result into getting more interview calls. Step number 4, gain experience. Now, this is easier said than done. Companies look for experienced BAs, and without working, how can you get experience? So this is like a chicken and egg problem. But I can suggest you 2 ways in which you can try and gain experience. You need to start working as an intern if you are finding it difficult to get a job without having any experience. Sometimes it can be a bottleneck. So even if the internship is for 6 months, that is going to help you in a long way. So consider doing that if you are finding it difficult to get started. Now there are many websites which provide internship opportunities. Sometimes you can go and search there and find out the internship opportunities. I will show you some of the internship websites on the screen. You can try any one of these. The second thing which you can do is that you can approach your seniors, your family members who are working in the IT industry to help you get that internship opportunity. Many a times, if let's say for example, I'm working in the IT company and one of my relatives want to get started into a particular career, I can talk to my managers and help you get entry into the industry. And these small steps can really help you in gaining the confidence and ultimately starting your career. Step number 5, you need to update your resume with the internship experience, certificates and the acquired skills. Please remember, these days the first round of shortlisting happens by automated bots. So they look for experience, they look for keywords. So you need to add all the business analysis skills related keywords. For example, agile, for example, user stories, for example, prototyping, for example, process modeling, and so on. Step number 6, which is also the last step, is to start applying for the BA jobs on the top portals in your countries. Every country has certain job portals. For example, in India, we have Naukri.com. In other countries like US, you have Indeed.com. And these are just one of the examples. There are many other websites. You can go and upload your resume and start applying for the jobs. I hope this video was useful to help you start your business analyst career. I wish you all the best. If you have liked the video, please click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you once again.